れは3人ともキャプテンだ。先陣切って出てきやがった。
3億のモンキー D ルフィ、
俺が行く。
3億1500万のユースタスキャプテンキッド、
俺に任せろ。
2億のトラファルガーロー。
気が済むまでやってろ。ここは
俺一人で十分だ。
Alright, so okay, I got the starter decks, the red and green. Found it at a good price, so I decided to get them. So I'm gonna open them up because I was missing a couple of the red cards, so I figured might as well just buy the starter deck because some of the prices, it's like instead of just buying the individual cards, I might as well just buy the starter deck. So I'm gonna open these up. Alright, so I got 4. 2 of each because you need 2 boxes to get a full playset of every card. This one's a little creased. It's okay. Okay, we'll open up this one. Start with red though. Yeah, run out of space. Alright, so this box itself is pretty sick. You can see manga panels in the back of all the Straw Hat characters. And it tells you on the back already, so you can already see some of them you get 4 ofs, but some of them you only get 2 ofs. That's kind of why you need two of these boxes just to get playsets of some of the cards. So we'll start. Oh, this tape is weird. But let's just going. Some people just rip these things open, but I like the box, so I don't want to keep it intact. So this comes with the rule sets and play sheet, so it's pretty useful. And then you got the cards right over here. So we'll give this an open. Alright, I guess some of these cards are coming off with it. Okay, so it starts with 10 Dawn cards. I think at this point everybody has more than they need of Dawn cards, because you even get them in the first 2 booster boxes. They stopped putting them in OPO 3 and 4 because I guess they realized they're like, well, we don't really need to include them. Actually, I'm not sure about OPO 3. I know for OPO 4 for sure they don't. But anyways, so this leader card, a really good hollow pattern. But Luffy's ability is basically once per turn you can give 1 rested Dawn to any of your characters. So pretty decent ability. This card right here is one of the best ones in this deck. It's a rush card and it has this unblockable ability. So if you put 2 Dawn on it when you attack, your opponent cannot activate a blocker. So it's really great to close out games, because then your opponent's only option is to counter out. So pretty solid, but you only get 2 of these. And then you got 2 of these Zoros, which Dawn times 1, put 1 Dawn on it and you get an extra 1,000. So it can just be for 3 costs and you put another Dawn on it. And if you're using it in a Zoro deck, you get another Dawn on it. So it's it almost becomes like a 7 or 8k attacker. Then you got your vanillas, or not vanillas, but your 4 ofs, your common and uncommon cards. So Dawn times 2, Usopp, when you're attacking, your opponent cannot activate a blocker that has 5,000 or more power. You got 4 vanilla Karus, 1 cost 3,000, no base effect. You got 4 rush Sanjis, which you need two Dawns on it to activate the rush, but sometimes it's decent. Doesn't really see that much play though. You have Jinbei, Dawn times 1 when attacking. You can give up to one of your leader characters an extra 1,000. And then you got the chopper blockers. These are pretty solid because it's just 1 cost, 1,000 power. It's just a blocker, but it's like just for one cost, you one Dawn, you get a blocker on your board. You got 4 of these Namis, which you basically, her ability, you don't even have to rest it. You can just give 1 rested Dawn to any of your characters or your leader. So pretty good. You got 3 cost vanilla Robin, 4 of these, and you got 4 VVs and 4 Frankies. These are both vanilla cards. This one's 4 cost 6,000, the VV's 2 cost 4,000. And then now you get all your 2 of cards. And these cards here, some of these are why I wanted to buy these, because I was looking for a playset of these cards and they're already expensive. Like, I don't remember off the top of my head, but like some of these cards go for, like, I think this Brook is like between $5 to $7 each. So it's like at that point, you might as well just buy the boxes yourself, because otherwise like you're just gonna be spending money on like a single card, right? So Brook, two cost 3,000, and then you got Guard Point, an event, Jet Pistol, event, Diablo Jambe, and Thousand Sunny stage card. I already have 4 of these, and I have 4 of these. I didn't have 4 of these. These ones are the ones that I was looking for, because this Brook is pretty playable. It's 2,000 counter, so that's already good. And then on play, you can give 2 rested Dawn to any of your characters. And the Guard Point is a really good defensive card, especially since Radical Beam got nerfed. They restricted Radical Beam to only 1 per deck. So now people are playing like 1 Rad Beam plus like 3 Guard Points. So that's why I was looking for that one. And you got the stage card here that doesn't see that much play. So these cards right here, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, you only get 2 of. That's why a lot of people, like when you're buying boxes of starter decks, like you want to get at least 2, just so you can get a play set of all these cards in case you need them or not. But yeah. All right, so this is the green starter deck. I don't actually play green, but I was thinking of getting into it because OPO4 green purple Doflamingo, it's quite interesting. So I thought I'd just pick up a box while I add it. Might get into it. So this is one of the more popular leaders as well, Eustace Captain Kid. Not the biggest fan of Kid personally, but he's alright. So this one also comes with a play sheet, pretty standard in all the starter decks. And it has the rules on the back as well, which is pretty helpful. And just like that one, so let's hope none of the cards fell out. So this one looks good. None of them fell out. So let's get going. Oh, this is really stuck here. Okay. So you start off with your 10 Dawn cards, pretty standard. And then you get your leader. So ST02, Eustace Captain Kid. Gotta love the hollow patterns on these. So the effect of this Captain Kid is you pay 3 Dawn once per turn, and you can restand this. You may trash 1 card from your hand and you can restand this. So you pay 3 Dawn, trash a card, and then you can basically attack with him again. So it's really helpful to close out games because you just stack up all your Dawn on him and then you just restand and it gives you like an extra hit. So pretty solid. Then you got Law. So on play, you set up to 1 of your Supernova or Heart Pirate characters that are rested back to active. So it's really helpful. So if you attack with a character that has a cost of 5 or less, and then you play this Law, you can just put them back to active so your opponent can't attack into it next turn. So this is 2 of right here. And this card right here is probably one of the better cards in the deck as well. So 7 cost 7,000, and it's a blocker. So the thing about this one is you put a Dawn onto it, you can attack with it during your turn, and then at the end of your turn you just put it back to active. So then it becomes an active blocker again. And it's a 7,000 power, so your opponent really has to swing high. So this card, fantastic. Moving on to the vanillas, you get four of these vetoes. 3 cost 5,000. You get Urouge, 2 cost 3,000. This one's Dawn times 1. If you have 3 or more characters, this card gains 2,000 power. Oh, actually, you only get 2 of these. Huh, interesting. This is a popular card, this blocker Bej. It's like the chopper blocker. 1 cost 1,000. It's pretty useful if you play green. You got Killer, 3 cost 3,000. KO up to one of your opponent's rested characters with a cost of 3 or less, just on play. So that's great. You get two of this guy over here. You got a vanilla Kobe, 4 cost 6,000. Put it here. You get 4 of these jewelry bunnies. This one is great too because it's not just an on play searcher. It's once per turn. You activate main. You pay 1 Dawn. So you gotta, like, if you see your opponent play this, you gotta get rid of it right away because it gets really annoying to deal with. That's a 4 of as well. Scratchman Apu, I really hate this character. But Dawn times 1, when attacking, rest up to one of your opponent's Dawn cards. So the green decks like to rest your characters and then attack into them. So if you, for example, play a card and your opponent is playing green, you haven't even attacked with it yet because unless it has rush, you can't attack till your next turn. But then your opponent can just rest it on their turn and attack into it before you even have the chance to use it. So that's the green play style. It's kind of focused around control as opposed to red. Red is kind of aggressive. You get two Hawkins. Dawn times 1 once per turn. On your turn, if this character battles your opponent's character, you set this card as active again, so that's pretty useful. Heat, 4 cost vanilla. Beppo, sorry, 2 cost vanilla. Beppo is 4 of as well, 1 cost vanilla. You got X Drake, another 4 of. Dawn times 1, your turn. If this character is rested, your supernova or navy type leaders and characters gain 1,000 power. And then the event cards. So you get 1 cost Scalpel. You get 2 of them, and you get 4 of Repel and 2 Straw Sword. So see, this is also why you need 2 starter decks, because all these cards here, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sorry, this is a 4 of 6, 7. So all these 7 cards, like if you don't have 2 of the boxes, you won't have enough to make a full play set. But yeah, quite interesting. This is the card that I was gonna get, and I was like, well, I might as well just get a box. If I'm gonna have to buy 4 of these anyways, it just makes more sense to get the full starter deck. So but yeah, that will wrap this up. We'll see if I end up getting into green, but yeah, thanks.